This sucker's on already. Hello out there, everybody. This is Summerfield Abner coming to you live. Day 143 of the CSI. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. I think this one probably sounds a lot better. All right. Now we're working. Hello, everyone. This is Summerfield Abner coming to you live from the 2020 CSI Expo. We're with Bad Boys TV, brought to you in part by OBQs. This is the finals. We're getting a little bit of a late start. We're jumping in here, and Dennis is up 1-0 against Ricky Hughes. That was Dennis breaking at the table. Looks like he, put down a good break, but it looks like he scratched. Ricky stepping to the table. I want to let everybody know out there that we did have plans to stream a particular match today. I didn't realize there were going to be two finals overlapping here, and we just have to prioritize the final. So those of you who are tuning in for the Mike D and James DeVee match, I will try to keep you guys posted on the score, if at all possible. Anyway, thank you for tuning in here to Bad Boys TV. Taking a risky opening shot there. Ricky's definitely looking at getting out, and wasn't able to pocket that combo. I see what he's thinking. I mean, if that ball goes, you're looking pretty good, although didn't leave it in the greatest spot. Dennis taking his time here. Looked like he was shooting really solid on rack one. I didn't get to watch all of it, but long way to go. This is a race to 6. I believe this is the senior division. I don't know that's true for sure at all. So if anybody out there does know, I will look it up on my phone, or you guys can yell at me in the chat room. Ramil, I'm really sorry. It does look like no Mike D and James DeVee. Like I said, I am going to try and keep you guys posted on that match. But right now we have a final match, and kind of had to prioritize this one. So everybody tuning in out there, like I said, I'll be trying to keep you guys posted on the score. Ramil, now you're out of bed for no reason whatsoever. That is a heartbreaker. The good news about this is that one of these guys is going to end up in the hot seat match, and I'm going to do everything we can to get the hot seat. And got to tell you, there's a good chance you're going to see both these guys in the final. So, huge match for Mike D and James DeVee, and a huge match here for Dennis Wooley and Ricky Hughes. Well, that looked like a pretty sick one-pocket shot. I do not think... Okay, Ramil, thank you very much. Senior Platinum Singles Final. And this is a competitive category, man. I was surprised to see how many Platinum Seniors there were. I didn't even know that they divided that division, but there are a lot of players that play in both those divisions. And these are players with really, really strong skill sets. See a great little punch across there. Unfortunately, left himself a little... Yeah, Ramil, we were working on that, and unfortunately, the split camera didn't end up panning out. So I am going to get Jeremy Jones back here. We're going to do everything we can to get both of them going, but for the time being, we are all table 1. Let's see on table 2. It looks like we don't have a match going, so I have a feeling, wow, that's strong. Really nice shot there. Mr. Bob Robbins, how you doing?
Morning.
Colorful as ever. I love that one. Yeah. All right.
Get the tire changed.
Oh, you're going to do that. Gotcha.
Just finished up with everything. Did the first match this morning, and things are going well.
That's awesome. See you soon. Are you? All right, everybody. Thank you. That was Ricky pulling down rack 2. So we're at 1-1. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Yeah, you guys, I know we had started to hype the match and everything. I don't know if they reassigned the table or what they ended up doing, but tricky thing with trying to do two is A, we're doing two, so I can only commentate one, and B, these could both double dip. So we already have overlap, and we don't know how they're gonna end up panning out. So yeah, thank you guys for your understanding. I sure wish we were or I sure wish we had that one available too. But right now we got some really quality players, Ricky Hughes and Dennis Wooley. I'm going to look up a little bit about those guys. I wasn't able to get anything going ahead of time to see um, about a background, but I'm going to look up their Fargos and we're going to get a little background on these guys. Anybody out there in the chat room that knows, please give me a heads up. I'd love to know about them. Both these guys obviously very skilled players if they're playing in the platinum division. And let's see here. Ricky Hughes is a 683, and he's playing out of Oyster Creek, Texas. Dennis looking pretty good here. He's got to do something with that 6-1. Looks like he's trying to take that 6 right now on the side. I think that's a smart shot. I think he got on the wrong side of it, though. I think he probably wanted to nudge the 1 ball here. Let's see how he decides to deal with it. Dennis. Dennis Wooley is a 691 coming out of Oak Harbor, Ohio. All right, I can get out of there now. Yeah, 683 versus 691. This is an even match, and I tell you, when you get close to the 700s, you really don't expect these players to miss much. Nice little shot there. Probably wanted to catch the 10 more than the 15. Doesn't quite get locked down, but looking like still in good shape, nothing pocketable. Dude, that's awesome. That's a great case, man. Silver Fox. Wow, score. I yeah. So for everybody out there, it does look like we're going to do small screen for Mike D and James DeVee. We should have both those matches coming up. But yeah, like I'm saying, we're definitely going to make sure we stream this finals for these guys. And he leaves himself a perfect break ball there. I definitely want to go into the 14 here. I don't really want to go underneath and catch it because then I'm bumping the 14 up by the 1. Looks like he's setting up the combo. That'll lead the 14, setting up the save. Create some separation there. Totally locks him down. That's a really nice shot. It's a tough kick. The fortunate thing for him is that he has a wall of balls covering half of the right side of the table. So a 2 railer's pretty good. That 8 ball's kind of big from there. May even want to go around the 3rd rail and just make sure you catch something coming off the foot rail. Not quite as safe that way. I mean, he's got a shot at the 4. You might want to be able to try and kick that 4 ball. I mean, the 4 is the best ball you can hit to get safe because there's nothing, you can't pocket the 9 ball, but it's also taking the biggest risk. You're going wide, and there's a chance you can just not hit anything if you go that way. He's calling safe. So just going for a hit here. Like I said, I mean, just that edge of that 14, making sure that he can't one rail kick here is a big deal when you're playing safe. And he hit it very well. So Dennis Wooley out of Oak Harbor, Ohio, about to show you what a 691 is able to do from a totally locked down position. This guy's fought through a big field to be here. Looks like second place payout is $800. Gonna find out what they're fighting for here. $600. So, oh man, he missed it wide. Oh, yep, 814. So this is a $600 race to 6. Looks like he's got a nice straight line on the 9 ball. Looks good. Sherry, hello out there. Hello, Mike and Ramil and everybody. Krautmaster, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, hopefully we are going to get the split screen going. I'm waiting to hear back from Jeremy Jones. And one way or the other, they are going to be playing on table 2, so I will be able to give you guys updates and, yeah, hopefully not jump back and forth too much, but hopefully be able to at least give you guys something you can watch. Mike, will you do me a favor and you guys use the beads while you're playing so I can check on score? We're going to try and do small screen. I'm waiting to hear back from Jeremy. How you feeling? Cool? Stoked? Pool is cool. You heard it here first. Mike D, pool is cool. Yeah. I will, for sure. Well, and it looks like he's in a good position here to go up 2-1. Nice work, Ricky Hughes. Ricky Hughes taking that one down 2-1 in this race to 6 for $600, fighting for the title of the 8-ball singles 8-ball senior platinum division. Nice. We got Serene out there cheering on Ricky. Hopefully there's other people out there watching. Ricky and Dennis. Big match here. That's awesome. So, like I said before, this is a $600 race to 6. One of these guys walking away with $800, the other one walking away with 14, and the title. There were, I think it said 53 people that went into this division. 53 entrants. Yeah. That's a pretty big bracket. 8-ball is definitely larger than 9-ball here. Brent, thanks for tuning in out there. Just to answer everybody, the James DeVee and Mike D match will be coming up. It looks like Jeremy Jones headed in right now, and he's going to be giving us a little update on whether or not we're going to be able to split screen this. Jeremy, welcome to the booth. How you doing?
Oh, just having fun.
Just having fun. That's what he does.
We're gonna change things around for you guys a little bit. You're gonna see the screen change a little bit, and I apologize, but we're gonna put a picture-in-picture for you.
I've been getting them ready. They know we're going to split screen here. And I'm going to give them updates on score in the chat room, so I don't think we really need a scoreboard there. I'll just kind of type it in. I'm sure people out there will help us also.
Cool.
So yeah, an interesting call late in the tournament. James D and Mike DeVue will be playing this match on a very small pool table. It's about quarter size, so it's going to be interesting. You're going to see James able to reach that table or that ball just about anywhere on the table. Mike is going to be towering over as well. They will be required to play shaft only pool, so we'll see how this all works out. Thanks for tuning in. Meanwhile, Dennis Wooley making a run at this thing. He looks like he's in a pretty good spot. Down 1-2. Thanks for your patience out there, everybody. A little bit of an update. It appears that the table may be growing by the moment, so we may be able to plan a larger table than previously thought.
All right, guys, I'm going to lock this camera so it doesn't move around on you and make you seasick. And then I'm going to leave you alone.
That's awesome. Not the leave us alone part, but that's great. Thank you so much.
And I'm going to switch back to the other one and lock those two.
You make it look easy, Jeremy Jones. Thank you very much.
I've just been playing with this stuff for a long time.
Yep. Well, I sure appreciate you doing it, man. Thank you.
Not a problem.
So here we are. For everybody out there waiting for the James DeVee and Mike D match, they have not started. They will be streaming on the small table in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Meanwhile, Dennis Wooley trying to make this 2-2. Down 1-2 in this race to 6. Ramil, I'll let Jeremy know you said thank you. I'm going to try and get on and share this. Anybody out there, again, friends with Dennis, friends with Ricky, try and share this with their friends and family. Let's make sure they're watching, and let's make sure we're good to go and let the people know about James DeVee and Mike D about to get started. Just carry forward for this 2 in the lower right-hand corner after the 1. Just carry forward for this 2 in the lower right-hand. All right, it looks like you can just draw a little bit off this and take the 8 in the lower left-hand corner pocket. See James DeVee starting to warm up over there on table 2. Yeah, and you err on the side of caution on that shot. You want to be nice and straight on this 8 ball, but you make sure you don't get stuck behind that pack. Very good shot. Making it 2-2. Oh, man, that's a scary carom. Probably knew he was going to kiss that ball, but yeah, making sure he didn't roll all the way in that pocket. We're at 2-2. Got a good match on our hands. Okie doke. Hey, hey. How you doing?
Good, man.
Good.
Hey, you.
Doing well.
Stay up much longer after I took off last night?
No, I called it pretty quick. I knew I had to be up for this one, wanted to be ready. Still could have gotten here a little earlier.
I ended up running into people on my way to the room.
Yeah.
Stayed up for like another 3 hours.
Ben. You did? Nice. What are you doing? You want to sit down? Talk? Jump on in. All right. Please welcome to the booth, Mr. Dustin. How you doing?
Not too bad, guys. How's everyone doing?
Good. We got the split screen going on. We have the senior platinum finals going on the big screen, and then we have James DeVee and Mike D warming up, getting ready to play on table 2, small screen.
Nice.
So tell me a tale. We were playing a little pool. You took off, and what ended up happening? You had a victory.
Yeah. I ran into a few people I knew. Chandra Radford and her husband. It was her birthday yesterday, so happy birthday, Chandra. And started playing a little bit of 3-card poker. Got some money in the bank. Pretty
Nice.
good.
That's exciting.
Oh, yeah. It was a good night, that's for sure.
Well, killer.
Got to bed nice and early, 4 a.m.
Yeah. That's not too bad.
I've done worse.
That's true. You and me both. All right. Well, you keep them up to date right now. I'm going to try and get this shared so plenty of people are tuning in out there.
So what did we say this was? This is seniors?
Senior Platinum Finals.
Oh, nice.
That's Dennis Wooley at the table right now. Ricky Hughes got a good even match at 2-2.
Nice little touch on the 6 there. Oh, slow down. There you go. So where's this being shared to, man? Is this all over Facebook and YouTube and?
What I do is I try to share the link on Facebook. It's being shared, or it's being streamed on Bad Boys TV.
Nice.
So you find that this is what it looks like out there to the rest of the world.
Up there on the information super cul-de-sac.
That's the one. Totally. The information super cul-de-sac. Looks like James won the opening break. They might still be warming up, but it's look like it might be rack 1.
Yeah, I think they're starting right now.
All right, so thank you everybody for tuning in out there. Like we said, some folks out there that know these players, try and share this with them. Make sure you like the page. Make sure you ding the bell. That way it's going to let you know every time we go live. It'll notify you. And
I'm going to do the same right now. I'm going to share this to all my local pool players back in Kelowna, British Columbia. Big shout out to you guys.
It's working right now. Canada repping hard, man. I love it.
It's been good.
Yeah.
It's
so cool.
First time I've come up in years and convinced a bunch of our local players to come up too. And it's kind of unfortunate the scenario that we're in and no teams. But even aside from that, it's been a great tournament. Everyone's handling it really well. I was really impressed with how well everyone was handling the disappointing news.
Yep.
And I can guarantee you we'll be back in full force again next year.
Yes, indeed. Well, I look forward to making it up there and bugging you guys for sure.
Oh, you're welcome anytime, brother.
Definitely a strong Canadian contingent and a totally different one than we see at the Western BCA Championship a lot of the time. So glad to know we're opening that door a little bit more. Our pool is still alive and well up in Canada. And yeah, same here. It's pretty awesome to walk around this giant room with 300 tables and see how many people have a real passion for this game.
It's Mecca. Like it's pool Mecca.
For sure.
That's how I try to explain it to my players back home. And, a few of them, like Canadian Rod.
Uh-huh.
He'd never been here either. And you should have seen his face when he walked in the room the first time. Like his eyeballs just lit up.
He's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Canadian Rod's 50th birthday. Big shout out to Canadian Rod. He has been renamed. You may know him as Todd. No longer. Things happen in Vegas.
Contrary to popular belief, what happens in Vegas doesn't necessarily always stay in Vegas.
It might stick.
Yeah. I think that was going to stick. I even told him I'm going to put it on his league trophy.
It's so funny. So he got just enough room on this 2-ball. Probably wanting to. Oh man,
that was nice. Whoa.
I might have tried to run into that 12-ball, but I like the way he played it. He just ran a little bit far.
He's a little tough on that 8 right now.
Think he's going to have to bank that?
I don't know, man. It's hard to see the angle from here. I mean, he may be able to play it up off the short rail and come down and get a little something on it, but
What do you think about playing the 7 off the 13 and drawing into it?
drawing back, that's an option too. That's probably a more likely option than trying to play up off the short rail.
It's got an interesting little queuing space there. I mean, you're kind
You're
of jacked up
jacking
over
up
a
on
couple
it,
balls.
yeah.
It's really easy to overstroke that draw and kind of pop up a little bit, lose some of your speed coming backwards.
He might even be able to draw straight back on that and use a 10 over the side as a backer there. Which is what I think he was trying to do, and that 8 might go down to the corner. Yeah,
I think it does. That's a nice little touch.
Yeah, it was.
Man, just going right into traffic. That's a scary spot to be putting the cue ball.
Yeah, you got to be pretty confident with your stroke if you're playing for that kind of shape.
Yeah.
That was nice.
All right, up there in the upper left-hand corner, you see Mike D at the table.
There's a good finish.
Totally. Great out, Dennis. Mike's at the table, so it looks like James has turned over control of the table. Let's see what's going on table 2. So we can switch back and forth. I'm thrilled to know that. Mike playing a nice little safe there, nudging the 5 ball down into traffic. Unfortunately, I think he left him open on that 7 ball, and it looks like James is going to be able to pop those balls open. So these guys are playing for the hot seat match. This is 1v4. They're one of 4 players still on the winner's side.
Who do we still have on the winner's side? Do we know?
I haven't pulled up the bracket. I didn't know either of the other players, but man, they fought through a big bracket to get here also.
Yeah, there were a lot of players in this bracket. I remember looking at that at the tournament desk.
You've been working the desk mostly. How you liking being up there?
Oh, I love it. I miss it. I used to work with Bonnie and Rick a lot. Usually whenever they came to an event in Canada, I was usually there to help them out. And it, coming here to Vegas after not seeing someone or so many people in, a lot of years, it was really good to just jump back into the fold. And
it's a really family atmosphere here. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so 149 people went into this bracket. Mike D, James DeVee playing for that to go to the hot seat match, and Shane Morrow and Bob Keller.
Oh, Bob, that's right. I knew that.
Those guys are both playing now. Second place in this tournament is $2,200, and first place is $3,000. So a couple big matches coming up for these guys.
That's a good payout too.
All going to get completed today too.
Yeah, there's a lot of pool getting done right now. We got the 8-ball silvers going. We got the 8-ball golds going. We got the USAPL teams going. And these guys are playing non-stop trying to...
You ever played APL?
No, I haven't. We don't really have that in Canada.
Yeah. I've never played APL also, but that's been one of the most interesting things to stream because I've never played it, so the scorekeeping is...
I was looking at one of their score sheets the other day and trying to figure it out. No matter how I looked at it, in Greek or American, Canadian, it just didn't make sense.
Yeah, that's the truth. Well, Mike D back at the table up there, and this is Ricky back at the table here. He is looking at that 2 ball to try and do something with that 8.
I think, is that the 1 right by the 8 too, or is that the 9 ball?
I think that's the 9.
Oh,
I think the 1's over by the 11.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
Yep. And looking at, I guess that 6 ball goes in the lower left-hand corner pocket.
Yeah, 6 ball go, which opens up his 3 ball sitting right there too.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit of a messy table there, no matter how you look at it.
For sure. Solids are definitely where you'd like to be here. I guess Stripe's got a lot of solutions.
Yeah, Stripes have your breakouts as well.
Mm-hmm.
Probably put a nice little stop on this, I would think. Oh, no, he's going that way.
Yeah, I think he was looking at dealing with that 8 ball now, bumping that out.
Well, there's a reason why he's in these final matches and I'm not.
Yeah, indeed. That's what I was saying is like the Platinum division even is totally distinct from the Senior Platinum division because these Senior Platinum players are people that have been playing this game for a long, long time, presumably. So the skill set is very, very different, where I think a lot of these Platinum players are bar box 8-ball specialists, or, I mean, bar box is just a different beast, and a lot of these guys, I'll bet they didn't even see a 7-footer for a lot of their pool playing career.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, in the whole giant scheme of things, the 7-foots are relatively new tables comparatively to everything else.
Yeah.
And, you got some players that just excel at bar box. I don't know how many people on the stream right now know anything about Calgary, Alberta, Canada, but some of the players in Calgary are the world's best bar box players. It's just absolutely amazing what some of those players can do.
It's true. Stan Tarango.
Stan Tarango, yeah.
One of the best bar box players in the world.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's based mostly out of Vancouver area, and yeah, great shot.
No kidding. Perfect little shot to either lead to that 6 ball or to just nudge those balls a little bit. I still kind of think he's going to end up doing something else with the 8 ball if it comes into play.
You know, depending on where he lands here for his 3-6 and what he does with that, he might not even have to touch the 8 ball because it looks like it'll go to either corner so long as he get on the rail.
Just got to get to that rail.
Yeah. Then we got Kyle Jones, Dustin. Shane was the guy I played first round. He's a serious player. Kyle Jones is one of the Kelowna boys.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
He unfortunately had to leave a little early. Earlier than he wanted to due to the situation unfolding. But yeah, he's a serious player and big promoter of the sport.
Very cool. You yourself are a big promoter of the sport. It sounds like you do a bunch with league. And what leagues do you play up there? Primarily BCA?
It's primarily BCA. In Kelowna itself, where I'm from, we have bar leagues as well, unsanctioned leagues.
Yeah.
And then I run a BCA league there as well. Got 16 teams of 5 players in the sanctioned league and 48 teams of 5 players in the unsanctioned league. So it's a pretty big community where I'm at. So
yeah,
and it's been evolving really, really well. I'm happy with how the community is evolving where we are. So
very cool. All right, you see Ricky using that measuring system, that kind of famous Shane measuring system. He's measuring the distance from the point of the 8 ball that he wants to hit to the rail. Different theories about where on the rail. And look at that. Look how well it worked.
Nice little kick.
Drilled that kick. That was beautiful. All right, so Ricky tying it up 3-3. And meanwhile, we have a mess going on over here. James taking a seat at this end, and I think these guys have decided to play 1 pocket instead of 8 ball.
It's funny how it pans out that way sometimes. Eh?
Oh, for sure. Yep, nobody wanting to give up an advantage, especially in that first game. So, James, a player out of the Washington area, somebody that is definitely a very, very well-known player in our area, and Mike D the same. Both guys do a lot for the sport. And
both stellar guys, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, very good people.
Really strong players. The good news for you guys watching out there is that rack 1, they're going to be there for a while. So, yeah, we're going to get back to Dennis and Ricky, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's an out table if you ever seen one.
Yeah, you couldn't really ask for a whole lot more than that.
I would, though. I would ask for a better opening shot on the solids.
It'd be nice if the cue ball was maybe a little bit more center table, but it's not like he doesn't have options.
For sure. Only 4 solids up there. Well, 5 solids up there, excuse me. Both these balls looking pretty good. Still got to deal with the 7 ball if you end up going solids. I think your only place to start is the 3 ball. It looks like he's playing the combo. Nope, playing the stripes.
Yeah, I think he's playing high ball.
There really is nothing tied up for high balls.
Yeah.
Man, makes that look easy.
Yeah, that was a nice touch. Nice little angle on the 13, too.
Probably going to bump into this 7 ball. Want your cue ball to be moving backwards a little bit just so you don't get too tight in.
Just like that.
Man, that's about all she wrote there.
Yeah. He's got a nice little angle to get back up table using a short rail if he wanted to, or he could draw back, or he could even just stop it if he wanted to and take the 9 after.
Going to see these guys on the right side of the ball a lot of the time, so he's going to be on the right side of this 9 ball, wanting or straight on, trying to kind of drift down to play the 15 next, and then the 11. And that being said, he may very well just drift down now to play the 11. I think I'm probably going to go that way.
Oh,
shoot. Man, and that's something you see when a lot of these players that shoot good, firm stroke try to baby a ball.
Yeah.
And he was just playing that one nice and easy, and I think he just got away from him a little bit.
Yep.
think he was already shooting the 8-ball.
That's one thing I've noticed too with a lot of these composite shafts. I mean, I myself play with one, but those slow shots, you get a lot of throw off them, and if you don't take that into account when you're taking your shot, yeah, stuff like that happens all the time. I do it consistently, and it drives me nuts.
Mm-hmm. Keeps you honest, that's for sure. And again, how the tables turn. This is Dennis in a great position to get out on the track.
Oh, yeah.
Probably 8-ball's not going to go in either one of those lower left-hand corner pockets. So either going to want to use the 3 or the 4 ball for your key ball. Probably going to shoot the 5 up to the 7 to the 3, and then
use your 4, come off the long rail, and give yourself a nice angle on the 8 to the side. You think?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, good weight right there. Looks like.
Yeah. He might have been thinking he was leaving himself for the 3 ball. That's the only problem, I think, with doing too much preparation ahead of time is getting married to an idea.
Mm-hmm.
You get married to this is how I'm getting out, and I know I can create problems for myself. I get a little out of line, and I get discouraged, and then...
Well, especially when you start chasing your shape, too. You get a little bit out of shape, then a little further out of shape. And...
See it slipping away.
Yeah.
I call that bad to worse.
I don't think he's too bad here, though.
No, he's looking great. I wasn't saying that, about him by any means. So yeah, I just want to make sure you end up on the bottom side of this 4 ball, so you have a nice easy drift.
Yeah, get that pro side just so you can throw her up table a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just beautiful. Like that.
Looking good. Dennis Wooley about to go 4-3.
This is a tight match.
Meanwhile, on the little table,
still playing one pocket?
They are still playing one pocket. Bound and determined. And we could be here for a while if that's the way that match goes. You know, in all the looking at the senior, I didn't see who was in the hot seat. I should check that out. Dennis nailing that 8-ball, going up 4-3.
Yeah, he had nice selections there.
He really did.
Yep, that worked out real well for him. Feel bad for Ricky though. That was an easy out there too.
And after that great break,
he'll be shaking his head for a little bit after that one.
Yeah, but hopefully you just shake those things off. I mean, those are the things that can be turning points in matches.
Oh, that's all you can do is just chuckle yourself and shake it off and play the next game.
Mike D and I have been talking a lot about what he's doing while he's shooting. Mike D is a counter. Do you know anybody that counts?
No.
The entire time this match is being played, you're going to see Mike D. Let's go to the camera. Mike D currently is counting in his head. He just
counts.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he said it definitely takes some time. It's something that I tried in one of my matches, and I can see how it would work out. But
does it just help him center?
It doesn't allow any of those thoughts to creep any of those negative self-thoughts, any of that overcomplicated thing. And he's kind of just making himself trust his instinct and allowing him to do what he knows how to do.
No, I hadn't heard of that. I could totally understand how it would work though.
I've been a little bit, maybe not critical, but I've definitely challenged him. And I'm like, you are not. It was definitely hard for me to accept, but it's something that I'm going to be taking into account and watching for. And Mike said he's so comfortable with it now that, I mean, just doesn't even think about it. One of our other friends, Matt McGinnis, has adopted that as an idea. I definitely do things to calm myself and distract myself a little bit, but counting kind of stressed me out. I was like, man, that just, especially the pace he was counting at, I was like, oh, just scared me.
Math is hard.
Yeah, totally.
Eventually you'll run out of fingers and toes.
That's what he said. I was like, so how high do you count? And he's like, 30s. Like, he'd stop at a particular number. He's like, no, just, I mean, whenever I realize I'm getting high, I'm going to just drop it back down, start over. 1, 2, 3. I'm like, do you change speed? He's like, absolutely. Sometimes you count loud too. I'm like, it's been really funny. So Mike D down there counting away. We're still counting the minutes this game 1 is going to go on. And meanwhile, Ricky, it's got a funky little Little table, but still very doable.
Yeah, down by the head spot there, you got some balls. I don't know if you need to move a whole lot of them, but it does look kind of funky. You'll have to play around with it quite a bit.
It looks like that 6 ball does go in the lower right-hand corner, and I think that's what he's setting up now, is taking that 1 ball to get to the 6.
Yeah.
And after that, it's pretty smooth sailing if you don't get caught in that cluster.
So long as he gets on the right side of that 6, most definitely.
Yep.
Just like that. What a shot.
No kidding. Drawing back for the get around. Oh my gosh. I think he was trying to draw around for that 5 on the side.
Yeah.
Looks like he's still going to kick at it. Not wasting much time. He's got a backboard there too. Good chance to make this ball.
Yeah, it's a big pocket. Definitely a big pocket.
You kicked the ball pretty strong. We were able to look at that shot.
Oh, look at that. Didn't even need the 10. End shape.
That's the second big kick we've seen him play. That's something that wins you a game right there. It looks like he's not going to be able to avoid making contact with the 8. So just nudge it forward. Maybe he can draw around it.
I think he can draw around that. It kind of depends on what he's most comfortable with. I mean, you could nudge it forward and run the 8 down to this corner. I'm pretty sure it's going to pass that 12.
I just don't like the direction it's going if I'm trying to draw around it. I can see me slipping into that side pocket pretty easily.
Yeah, like that.
That's what he's afraid of.
Nope,
it looks like he got enough. Perfect.
That could have ended bad.
But Ricky taking it down. Man, what a game.
4-4.
4-4. Seniors showing why they're here. And again, that is Ricky Hughes with a hot seat. So Dennis has got to beat him twice. Dennis looking to extend this to another race to 6. Guess there's a chance it's a race to 5 on the backside, but I don't know. Nope, the second one's a race to 6 also. So a true double elimination race to 6. Ricky trying to put this one down. Meanwhile, Mike D and James DeVee I think they're pausing. I think they're doing this for their viewers. For all their fans at home, I think they're like, we are not going to rush this.
I heard them. They made a bet before the match even started.
I'll bet we can play one game the entire time they play their race to 6.
They're trying to set a record for the longest streamed match in BCA Pool League history.
And on pace, this is looking really good. James at the table with ball in hand. I haven't seen either one of them have ball in hand so far, so looking like something's going to happen. Meanwhile, Ricky with the big break. He's had a couple solid breaks, man. He scratched on one of them. And, boy, pretty good shape here.
Vermeil's saying James and Mike trying to solve the puzzle. My guess they want to get the seniors done first. That's probably it. They want to play on this other table, so they're just forcing us to put them there.
Yeah, these guys can do it, man. Keep putting themselves in tough positions. James, well, he's taking a look at that. I mean, James had ball in hand. It looks like he's got something he can work with. It looks like
I believe he'd be the high ball, and I think he's hooked pretty solid there.
I think this is Mike at the table now. No? Yeah, I think he played safe on Mike.
And
somebody gets a good hit there.
Yeah.
Whoever it was. I
think that was James.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think he might have pocketed a ball and called safe. How old do you have to be to play seniors? We talked about this, and we don't really know. I think that my guess was 55. Got any guesses? Taking bets.
You know what? We were talking about this the other day, weren't we?
Yep.
And didn't we actually come up with an answer? I believe it was in
separate conversations.
The rule book.
Yeah.
I believe I was talking to either Bonnie Jones or Rick Jones about it, and I believe they found the answer, and I think you're right. I think it was 55.
That makes sense. If you're going to IHOP, you're 55 if you're getting the discount. I don't think you got to wait till it's 65.
You're almost there, Kyle. Don't worry about it.
Getting there. All right. Get a little nudge on that 6 ball. Oh, man. Ooh. That's an unfortunate roll.
Yeah, he definitely could have taken that 4 ball next.
Still very doable. He might try to come across right now for it.
I think that's his only real option. I'm just wondering if that 7 goes by the 10 up top. It must. Well, it does now.
Oh, wow. He almost got it off that ball.
Yeah. I think that's what he was maybe thinking about. Thinking about being such a big pocket, having the ball sit there and just overcompensate a touch too much.
Well, this rack is unfolding with James DeVee and Mike D.
Yeah, breaking it up a little bit.
Yes, indeed. Mike's got a shot on something. He is stripes.
So he was taking the
He
easy
is
pocket
solids.
away.
No, he is stripes.
Yeah,
That's right.
he was trying to take the easy pocket away and tie it up in behind his 15 there.
Yeah.
It's a little too hard.
All right, we are back here. Dennis Wooley at the table trying to force a second set. We're at 4-4. Man, when it comes down to a race to 2 for $600, that's a lot of pressure.
Oh, it's definitely a lot of pressure, and these guys are handling it well. I mean, this is a pretty good match. I'm enjoying this.
I definitely agree.
Not everything's got to be Shane Van Boning.
It's true. You know, I think a lot of times these amateur players are more fun to commentate than the pros.
I do too. They make some funky choices sometimes, and it works out for them. You know, they're playing their style.
But you definitely see more hero shots, and you're blown away sometimes at the ability of some people to make these balls.
Some guy walks up the table, I'm going to do this jump bank kick 3 rail, and you're just laughing, but then he makes it.
Drills it. Like, all right.
Like it was nothing.
I'm still laughing, but that is amazing. And I think that's something that forces you at that level. I mean, you don't take the same shot all the time. You leave yourself difficult shots, and I think you are probably better at making those shots because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Might be leaving himself for the 12 into that 14 down in the lower right-hand pocket. Lower left-hand pocket. I think that's the smart way to play that. That way there's nothing really doing on the top part of the table. So just trying to baby that 12 ball into the 14, leave it right there next to the pocket. Meanwhile, on table 2,
Emil, I think if they call you via tweet boomer, that's a good indication you belong to that division.
you may have
okay,
a point.
boomer.
Get there. All right, so he hit that a little firmer and probably just didn't want to get caught up on that foot rail and wanted to push through that one ball more than anything. Even though you're tempted to take the 11, I think I'm going to take the 12 for the 13 next here.
I don't know. I would actually be looking really closely at that 11. I think he's got a nice angle to come off the rail. Then he can take the 13.
11, 13,
down.
12.
That's kind of what I would be looking at.
I like that. Yeah, because
he's already got the angle. He doesn't have to work for it.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. If you've already got position, don't try to fight to get back in the same position you've already got. Got a lot more room to work with the 13-12.
Just
That 12's a great key ball. Overrolled it just a little bit.
There's a little draw stun on this and pull it over a little bit. He'll be just fine, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Beautiful shot. Yeah. I guess that's the only thing I'm afraid of is ending up too far left. But now he's just going to come around 2 rails.
Yeah, it looks like the 8 goes into either pocket, so he can either play it hard and come around 2 rails, play it in the same corner he's playing now. Just like that.
Looking good.
Get off that rail.
Probably wanted a little more out of it, but this is a very doable shot. Hey, Chris Robbins out there. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, Chris.
Man, we got some people watching. Thanks for everybody tuning in out there. We're stoked to have you.
Yeah, all you guys watching this right now, do us a favor. Share. Get it out there.
I've read that really Sharon is Karen. I don't know either one of them, but believe it's true. Oh, hey, what's up, Nicole? Thank you. We got all sorts of D's out there. Nicole D. We got Mike D. We got James D. I asked Mike yesterday if he was interested in playing for the title of D, and he said absolutely not.
No.
That was not an option.
You could even get a giant D belt.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're about to see the completion of rack 1 here. Mike D about to go up 1-0. Like I said, I'm going to try and keep track here in the chat room for you guys.
I thought Mike was shooting in the upper left corner.
Hey. One.
Hopefully they can get a bit of a luckier break on this second game. That one
James
looked like a
D.
chore.
Yeah, man. Rick Jones keeping score for us here in the chat room. And meanwhile, Dennis Wooley about to break what could be this final rack. If he wins this game, they're going to a second set. And if Ricky can pull off these next two, that's the end of it all. He's also broke pretty solid.
I don't know if he's going to get anything here. That's a dry one.
Yes, indeed.
But there's some difficulties with that table, too. I don't think it's going to be a gimme.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably not going to be a one-turn, one-inning game. Although Ricky has not been intimidated by these close quarter games, and he's played really, really good.
You know, there are some players that are just able to float the ball around real soft, real slow, and I personally know a few players who love these tables.
Yeah, for sure.
They just love the finesse shots.
And I think when you're an 8-ball expert, you do love this table because your odds of winning this one are dramatically increased.
Especially with all the potential for safeties if you do get out of shape, right? Yeah. Safeties win games, people.
And James at the table in the upper left-hand corner pocket there. This looking to be a lot quicker game. I don't see too many problems here for James. I'm not going to switch back and forth. That's just too much, but he appears to have a pretty open table.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. Well, folks, I got a team player that's actually in 8-ball singles. I'm going to go check out, see how he's doing. Pleasure talking to y'all.
Dude, thanks for joining me.
No worries. Anytime, brother. Thank you very much.
Everybody, Mr. Dustin.
Take care.
All right, you're stuck with me. That was awesome. Dustin keeping me awake in here, keeping me on my toes. We were able to play a little bit last night. It was our first time, and he's a heck of a player. We got to play a little bit on the 9-footer. That was the first 9-foot pool I've been able to play this entire time here. Definitely something that I prefer. And all right, Dennis. He's in the pack, man. There's touchy stuff. Meanwhile, he's taking his time looking at that, and I'm going to switch over to James. It's looking more and more like James is out of this rack. He's just going to slip between that 1-3, try and leave himself a decent angle on the 15 because the 8 is on the foot side. He's headed towards the head now. Looks like he might be making contact with that 3, but still looking just fine. And that is about to go 1-1. All right, a decision has been made, and it looks like solid. Looks like he played safe. And that is going to bring Ricky Hughes back to the table. Steve, you're exactly right. 8-ball on a bar box stresses me out. When I'm able to get comfortable and play patient, I can enjoy the skills that I utilize in lots of other games. I love one pocket, all that kind of stuff. And if I can play it smart and not get stressed out by being jammed up all the time, there is a way for me to play decent 8-ball. I was not able to find that at all in this tournament. Ricky Hughes, he is in a tough spot, and James DeVee's having to kick this 8-ball. I thought he would be banking, but it looks like he's got the 9 right there. I'm blind. All right, James is out. We're going 1-1. And that's going to bring James back to break. That's a huge advantage there, breaking the serve, and Mike able to break his serve the first game. And James able to break right back. Let's see if he can hold a serve this time. Ooh, I like that play by Ricky. Yeah, even though I think he was trying to get on the 11, I would take the 13 now just because it's a perfect lead ball to your 14. Just a little bit of stun draw here. He doesn't want to slip. So, yep. Just stopping this ball right here. Carried forward just a little bit. I think he's still got the line. Carry down for the 11 ball. Just don't get straight. Perfect shot. I'm not sure if he's going to take that 15 in the upper left hand or upper right hand corner pocket. He either wants to go through the 5-8 gap or the 8-7 gap. And if he goes through the 8-7, he's probably going to want to leave himself on the right side of the table to cut the 15 in the upper left-hand corner pocket. I would tend to want to come back across to take the 15 in the upper right-hand corner pocket because I have a little more room to work with. But I don't think he can go into that right side rail enough to get there clean. See what he's thinking. I think he's just going to drift right up at that 6 ball. Just don't get there. Oh, man. Great shot. All right. I think he's going to probably float back through the 3-6 to take the 8 in the lower left-hand corner pocket. Man, great shot there by Ricky. He just hit that with some inside to make sure he nudged that 8 ball. We got a hill thriller. Perfect shot. While they're racking, we're going to rack 3 here. The big screen. Right now is Mike D at the table. He is shooting stripes and hold up. Hold up. Oh, man. That thing came off the rail really springy. I don't think he's going to be happy with that leave. Still got a cut on the 9. He may still have the 11 ball also. And honestly, I think the 13 ball back cuts, if you want to try to force it, I think you're probably going to see Mike play safe here, though. This has been your updated table 2. We're back to table 1. This is Ricky Hughes to break at Hill. Stating the obvious, but this is a really good time for a break and run. His break is solid. Oh, I'm the worst. Unfortunately, this time not able to pocket a ball, and he got an ugly table in their hands. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, you want to be stripes here. That being said, it's not without issues. That 15 ball's got to be dealt with. I didn't see what Mike did up there, but it looks like he found a way. This is Mike D about to go up 2-1. He's taking a good look at that 8 ball. Taking his time. Steven Seagal of Northwest Pool. Mike D taking that one down. 2-1. Ricky really taking his time to look at this table and Dennis also at the table now because Ricky broke dry, taking his time to look at it. Yeah, the 15 is the only puzzle. The 15 leads to an 8 breakout, but it's pretty hard to not get caught up in that cluster back there. Yeah. When looking at that cluster, I'm thinking, what would Mike D say about that? We've been talking a lot about 8-ball. One of the things that he talks a lot about that I don't consider as much as I need to is what side of the ball you want to hit those breakouts on. And you definitely want to hit past the halfway point on the 7 ball to knock the 7 into the 8 to get the 8 out of there and hope that the 7 kind of stays in that cluster. The other way you could go about it is hitting the 8 into the 7 or the 15, but that doesn't deal with your 8 ball. It just deals with your 15. I think you're going to see that 15 ball get banked. He's looking at it right now. Looks at where he wants to be. Good straight line there on this shot. Just going to come off that left-hand side rail. Carry forward for the 15. Well, he certainly made it all the way down there. Doesn't deal with the 15. Everybody thinks of this different, too. I mean, he's got a couple perfect balls to hit a breakout here. Unfortunately, there's a lot of problems that can happen there. You can lock down your 8 ball. You can lock down your cue ball. And James, you're right. That is definitely the young Steven Seagal. We were joking about ponytails and pool, and I don't think that will be one that Mike's a fan of, but I thought it was a funny joke. Man, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the stream. This is Dennis Wooley trying to take this to a second set. If he wins, he's going for a double dip attempt. I tell you what, if Ricky Hughes gets back to the table, every time he's been there, he is bound and determined to end this one early. Mike D up there, he's at the table leading 2-1, and it looks like he's rolling. This would be the first time either player will have held his serve. Got a good nudge on that 13 ball. Looks like he's got a cluster to deal with, but gotta think he's going to be able to handle that one. He is looking at the bank, or maybe safe. Yeah, I think that's a smart shot. Nudge your 15 right at that side pocket. Unfortunately, it does leave some pretty strong return safes. So it wouldn't surprise me to see him go right into that pack. Yep. Yeah. I might have gone off the 7 and tried to get back behind the 8-6. He can still make a hit on this 15 ball. All right, James able to break those, Mike able to break those balls out, but James getting back to the table. Looks like he played safe on James. I don't know if he wants to pocket this ball. I don't think he should. Unfortunately, that also means him moving it away from the ball he needs to break out. And this is our last day here at the 2020 CSI Expo. I can't believe it. We've been here for 6 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days now. And we're getting cut early. There's no team event this year. It's really hard for a lot of these players, especially the ones that came just for teams. So we're going to be wrapping a bunch of finals up today. There's going to be a ton of good pool on today. Please tune in. Thank you guys. Hope you're enjoying it. Ricky Hughes playing very patient. I think I don't know what he's thinking about doing with that. I would not want to be knocking balls off my table. I think I'm going to go rail first on this into the 4 ball, free up the 4-2, and make sure I'm blocked from the 13 and the 15. I would be playing it nice and easy though. Looks like he's going right. Oh man, that's why he's in the platinum division and I'm not. That's a way better shot. Deals with 2 of his problem balls and locks him down. Speaking of lockdown, Mike D playing a safe on the other table here. He's leaving James in a pretty tough position. Do I need to do the do, Sherry? Is that what's going on? Or you can hear the yawns. Yanni Field, that's right. Sorry, everybody out there. I'll try and be a little better about that. But yeah, I am waking up. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And we got a chance here for Dennis Wooley to get out of this and force a second set. Oh, well, thank you, Sherry. Right back at you. I tell you, one of the most disappointing things about next month getting canceled is not being able to work with you guys. I was definitely looking forward to it, and I always do. Again, I give Kevin and Sherry, Ross, Railbird, Stevie, all of the credit in the world for me ever being able to take part in this kind of stuff. So I am eternally grateful to those guys for giving me an opportunity and putting up with me time and time again. That was a good effort there by Dennis Wooley. Man, I can't believe how that table looked. That's the value of that shot that Ricky just shot. He totally locked him down, forced a ball in hand. He's able to break those balls out. And right now, he's 5 balls away from claiming this title. And he was looking like in a really, really tough spot. So I think he was thinking 2 to the 3, 3 to 7, 4 to the 8. And the 8 ball's no picnic. It's probably going to go in that right-hand side pocket. Either that or he's going to take the 2 now. 4 now. That ball on the foot rail now. And just drifting up. Oh, I don't think I'm going to go into those balls. I'm not sure that he meant. I think he probably just tried to roll past those. It's easy to lurch forward on those. Just the natural momentum of the ball is going to carry you forward. It's not going to hold you true on that straight up and down line. Got to do something to control that. Ricky's come with some really, really creative solutions, though. Looks like he's going to jump this 3 ball. Yeah? Is he going to jump this? Yes. Lining up. Wow. That's strong. Man. And that might be a $600 win right there. This is for the difference between $1,400 and $800, so a $600 race to 6. I think he's just going to... I'd probably pop out and just take the 8 in the side. He might wrap around it. Oh my goodness. Ricky Hughes with a heck of a match pulling this down. Wow. Huge win for Ricky Hughes. Congratulations, man. Anybody and everybody out there tuning in, congratulations to Ricky Hughes. Huge congratulations to Dennis Wooley as runner-up. Man, it looked like Dennis was going to be able to force a second set. But congratulations to both these players. Really, really wonderful tournament. With that, we are going to switch gears and we're going to change over to table 2, where we have James DeVee and Mike D. I'm going to change the scorekeeping up here. Bear with me while that changes. Oh, I probably have a sheet right here. I can spell your name, Mike. E-I-T. Beautiful. And somebody might have to remember the score. Is it 2-1? 2-1 about to be 2-2. I'm going to get out there and make sure we got 2-2. Thank you all for tuning in. Here we go. The match a lot of us have been tuning in for. James DeVee and Mike D. I'm checking on the score. I'll be right back. I got confirmation. We're at 2-2. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Bad Boys TV, the 2020 CSI Expo, brought to you in part by OBQs. While they're away, we are going to show you guys this awesome commercial brought to you by OB. Circular spiral pattern, cutting boring, wrapping those parts, drawing them together, creating another turn, hollowing it out, putting head between spiral, get serious, OB, boom, America, table 2. We're still waiting. It looks like James might have taken a break, walked away for just a minute. We are thrilled to have you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Like you're saying out there, Serene, great win for Ricky. That really could have gone either way, and both those players played really, really well. So that was a fun one to commentate. Starting to thin out a little bit in this room here. The vendors are sticking around, though. If you are anywhere in the Las Vegas area, I was going to say come down, but don't come down. I just remembered that you're not supposed to come down. This has all been very surreal for me, being in the middle of a Vegas casino where you're not supposed to be in gatherings of more than 10 people. And I can't say that we have followed those guidelines. We're working on it, though. We're going to wrap this tournament up, and we're going to hit the road. I take off tomorrow. That's a lie. I take off Thursday. It's Tuesday, right? And it's going to be sad to see this tournament come to an end, especially come to an end early, but we've done some time in Vegas here. I don't know how many people out there have spent 2 weeks in Las Vegas, but it can be a lot, for sure. So I am super excited to get home to see my partner, Shelly Devine, to see wonderful kiddo Gunner Creed, missing you guys, and see my kitty, see all my friends, one at a time, from a safe distance, 6 to 8 feet away. And yeah, look forward to seeing you guys too. Yep, please like and subscribe. Check this out if you're interested in being notified. Ding that bell. That's going to let you guys know every time we go live here. And even though this is the last day of us going live, there's going to be some terrific pool coming at you today. This is finals day. That's what we've been waiting for. This is to decide who's going to be guaranteed a spot on that finals table between James DeVee and Mike D. And James, the taller fella in gold, Mike D, player in red, the silky, luxurious locks, the long, beautiful ponytail. They had the longest first game of any 8-ball match in history. So already setting records here. I think they may have forgotten they were playing 8-ball, not one pocket. But both these players, really, really intelligent players, and they also just have a lot of respect for one another's game. So I think neither one of those guys wanted to give up an inch there in that first game. Started to open up a little bit now. We're at 2-2. Neither one of them has held serve so far, so look for that to change in the coming games. We're at a race to 4. This is a big one. This sees who goes to the finals. Thank y'all out there for tuning in. We see those numbers just plummeting. It's a good sign that I should probably shut up. There's always that mute button always available as well. And we're back. James DeVee to break. Yeah, man. James, one of those prominent Northwest pool players playing out of the Seattle area. Mike, one of Portland's hometown heroes. So, seen both these guys on a little battle called the Northwest Cup. James was MVP not last year, but the year before. And Mike D has been an important part of that event the whole time. He's played solid. I know that James was able to sneak over here and practice the break a couple times, and that's just, it's funny. We were talking about his second ball break, and he said that he was going to be second ball break it, and that was the head ball. And this is exactly why he said these words to me. I love that break, but I just come up dry too many times. And I struggle with the exact same thing, James. And I've gone second ball break. I don't end up with a spread that I would like, and I probably don't run as many tables, but I don't dry break nearly as often. These stripes are looking fine. Huh. I did not think that he wanted that much draw on that ball. I think he wanted to get to the rail a little quicker. He's still got a good line. He can still play that 9 or that 15 ball. I think he's probably going to play the 15. Pop up for the 9. Oh my gosh. Well, what started as a good looking rack has changed dramatically. I think Mike wanted to bump that ball, but I don't think that's how. I was really worried that 8 ball was going to go, but it looks a little more wedged. Maybe he was trying to break that 8 ball out. He might be stuck on that rail. He totally is. Oh, man. Take another swing at it and barely missed it. So that's me not seeing things correctly. It looks like that 8 was frozen there and blocked by the 4 ball, so he knew it wasn't going to go on the side. He's going to have to take his time and think about this one. Looks like the 4 will probably go off the 8, but I could be wrong about that. Back cut on the 14, but what does that get you? I can't believe I'd say this, but you might see a jump shot here. Either that or he's just going to figure out something to do with his 14 ball. It looks like he can cut it to either pocket. I would be surprised to see him go to the lower left-hand corner pocket, but if he does, it will be to come around 2 rails off that right rail and foot rail to get shaped to deal with the 11-8. That's a funky part of the table. He also may just be looking to play safe. I think your safe option here is to roll up and land right on top of the 5 ball. Pretty tough shot to control from that distance. If you end up on either side of it, you know James is going to make that ball. All right. Drilling that 13, leaving himself a perfect little ramp to deal with the 8-11. I think that's a really, really smart shot on Mike's part. Just trickles that 13 on in there, tickles the 14 forward, and I think he wants to hit the 11 ball here. I would be very leery of hitting that 8 ball. It doesn't look like the 8 goes like it's on the rail, but if you push it too far up table, it looks like it could carry him off the 4. Oh, and I don't know what choice he had. I think he got to take that shot. But yeah, I think he just wanted to not make contact quite as solid with the 8 ball. All right, so wishful thinking on my part. I just gave Mike that point. Not that I'm rooting against you, James. I was rooting to, yeah, whoever's at the table is who I'm rooting for. And Mike D might be a little more hometown, but I'm a big fan of both these players. This is an awesome match. Big one for the Northwest. We'd love to see one of these guys come home with the title. So, oh, that is a heartbreaker. But Mike D to break here. Hopefully, he gets a good spread. Mike D definitely a second ball breaker. You see the inside he's putting on that, coming straight back through. Oh, and that 15 held up on him. Try break. It's like 9, 12, 15. They're all up there. James DeVee stepping back to the table. Ramil, that is a great shot on table one. I agree. What I know is that there was locking and there was fixing and there was all kinds of stuff happening. Hey, billiard shop out there. Nice. Thanks for tuning in. I think that I'm going to keep both these cameras rolling for today because we are going to have finals all the time. Tricky thing about finals is you never know when something's going to double dip. Everybody that makes it to the finals deserves to get streamed, so we're going to do everything that we can to be bringing you all those matches. My brain is sure hoping there's not too much overlap because, as you can tell, I'll get a little bit giddy doing 2 matches at once. But we're just getting started for today. I'm getting myself that Mountain Dew courtesy of Sherry Ross, and we are ready to roll. At 3-2, James in the lead after an unfortunate last rack for Mike D. Pretty open table here for James. Got to deal with that 14. I'm not sure it passes the 5. Kind of got a little funky on this 11. Might be taking the 9 next. Taking the 9 next is a little bit scary because you're pushing the 2 towards a 5. And that's just a little more cluster down there. You don't really want to be going into the 14 towards the 5. You'd rather push the 5 into the 14 and knock it towards your pocket. I'm not sure how steep he is on that 11, but I might consider taking the 11 now and trying to go right into the 5 ball. You still got your duck right there. You still got the 13 as insurance balls. He's looking at how he wants to hit it. Kind of looking at that line through. I guess he's thinking about going off the right side rail and making contact with the 14. Frank, I'm not sure if I can answer that. I wish I knew. That's a nice shot. Hits it soft enough he doesn't affect the line on the 9 ball. Yeah, I mean, he's a long straight one away from taking this rack down. I think you're going to see him go 11, 13, 9, 14, 8. So he's just trying to figure out where he wants to be on that 13 ball to get good on the 9. Does have to be on the good side of the 9 ball so that he can carry down for the 14. And then he's got to get back through the pack for the 8. But they definitely thin out a great deal once he makes these balls. Railbirds TV saying hi. Thank you so much for tuning in. Love you guys. Sure hope we get to see more of you sometime real soon. I'm bummed we're not going to see you in April. Okay, so he's going to take the 13 ball now. Maybe carry forward just a little bit. I like that shot. I think the reason being he just wanted to carry down from the 11 onto the 9 ball. I think he left himself a little more angle than he likes, but this is going to work out perfect for him. So just some straight high ball. You may make contact with that 7 ball. The things I notice about James is he always looks like he's about to fire a 6 railer. Maybe he's going to. Oh, he's stunned over. Get off that rail. Nice shot. Leaving himself just enough room. Get past that 6 ball. Get on that 9 ball. Yep, and he's already picking his line, so you know he can see that 9 ball. He's just trying to barely get past that 5 to leave himself enough angle to get up to the 8. He hit it short. Oh my gosh. Oh man. That's a bummer. I thought the way he hit it was going to get there too. Both these guys, really, really quality jumpers. I've already seen James take a kick though that I thought he might jump. That's really close to the rail. I'm gonna jump that ball. I'm gonna be really surprised if he's not going to. Looks like he's going rail first. Wow, how strong is that? Again, just phenomenal skill set here with James DeVee. Even a shot like that is just, he doesn't even have to take the time to measure. He's taking a good look at it, and he's going to pop that 8 ball in the lower right-hand corner pocket. I have a feeling. Roy, the reason we have that second screen going is that we're doing finals today. There's going to be a bunch of them back-to-back, and I don't know for sure if we're going to be streaming 2 tables. I am going to reach out right now to Jeremy Jones and let him know that we're interested in going back to full screen. But thank you for your patience. Thank you for tuning in. I will try to get that done for us. Oh my gosh. He caught that 6 ball going in, and that nobody saw that one coming for sure. It is a long shot, easy to take for granted. Heartbreaker. Mike D coming back to the table, down 3-2. Hey, thanks for tuning in out there, everybody. I appreciate it. Glad you guys are enjoying the stream. Roy, thank you very much. It's a fun job, man. You get to watch pool and talk trash, and those are 2 things that I love doing. So Mike kind of got to a funky little area here. It looks like he is going to take this combo, and you got to expect him to make that ball. And from there, he's just in great shape. And I'm not sure that he was lining that up. I think he just ran a little long, but he's picking out where he wants to be. I do think he's going to take that 7 ball next, or maybe he's using the 7 ball as the key ball. It's definitely a perfect key ball. But there's not really, I don't know, it's easy to say there's not a bad spot on the table, and then all of a sudden, life's got a way of finding one. So yeah, I like this. Running around, I think he's probably taking the 4 ball next. Uh, 4 ball next. I would imagine 3 ball. Oh, going in the side pocket. I was thinking he was going to take it in the same pocket, but he's got a perfect little line to dribble down for the 5 ball. Nope, he's going for the 5. Coffee to the stream post. Yeah, you're telling me. It's not provided out here. I got a mate. I'm trying. Sorry, y'all. Trying to get it together. believe it or not, I am very excited about this match. Mike trying to hold for the 3 ball and gets funky. Yeah, anybody out there that's watching that's also in the building that wants to bring me coffee, here. Count me in, believe me. 3 ball lower right-hand corner pocket, 8 ball same pocket. Looks like he's lining up to draw, which means he's going to take the 8 in the upper right-hand corner pocket. Nope. Oh, man. What a recovery shot. Whew. And, James, that is one of the most interesting parts of 8 ball, especially, I mean, this is still an amateur level, and everyone does see it different. These guys see way better patterns than I do. I definitely don't call them right. I try and describe the shots that I see, but I've been told before that I could do a little less prediction and a little more play-by-play of what they're choosing to do. After all, you guys aren't here to listen to me talk about it. You're here to watch these players play. So we'll try that. That'll be the experiment for the next couple racks. Billiard shop, I do hear what you're saying there. Mike he didn't make it easy, but again, I think it's really hard to know what these players are thinking. It's hard to know what shots they prefer. A lot of players prefer more full stroke shots. I know that's something for me. If I'm babying balls, even if they're right by the pocket, I would rather be shooting a full stroke. You see both these guys playing pretty solid strokes when they're hitting the ball, and they just don't want to let the table affect their shot. I think they want their shot to be the determining factor. And if I shot as well as them, I would also. James DeVee looks like he's going back to that second. No, maybe not. He's trying a different spot. But this looks like a head ball break. Nope, second ball. Big scatter makes a ball. Clustery on the left side, but yeah, I mean, stripes are looking pretty good here. I mean, solids really aren't looking bad, but everything in that lower left-hand corner pocket is clustered up. I think you're going to end up going stripes. Probably going to use that 14 to get to the 11 ball. He cuts the ball so strong, he may just leave himself a sharp cut on the 11. He's probably going to weave right through the 11-14 now. That's a really tough shot for me. I probably would have tried to stay inside there and come up for the 14, but he hit that great. He is on the wrong side that he would like to be to deal with the 11 ball, because he'd like to just barely pop up and leave himself a thin cut there. Thanks so much, you guys. I appreciate all the encouragement. That wasn't fishing out there. I'm just trying to learn. It's something I'm still new to, but love doing it. Again, a huge shout out to Bad Boys TV, and a huge shout out to Railbirds Productions for giving me an opportunity to do something that I really enjoy. Thank you all for tuning in. And James DeVee with a great opportunity here to go up 4-3. This would be the first time one of these players has held serve. That's where he wants to be. That's a perfect shot. Like I said, leave himself. Okay, go in there. And that's perfect. He's still got to weave through a little bit of traffic here, but he can make that ball from anywhere. 8 ball's in a perfect position. I mean, the top half of the table is completely open. I think he's just going to pop between that 1-5. Yeah, he just needed to get anywhere open in the table. This is a really nice out for him. Went back to that second ball break. He hits that ball really, really hard. And it worked out for him this time. See the skill of James DeVee picking that rack apart. We got a break and run. Nice out, James. Mike D hoping to return the favor, stepping to the table. Again, another fan of the second ball break. I think that Mike breaks really strong. I was able to talk to him a little bit about it, and I've seen it work out for him. right, we're going to see that second ball break. One of the interesting things I was talking to Mike about is that he does break with it's a BK, right? But I know that he breaks with a softer tip. He doesn't use any kind of phenolic tip. I forget which one he was saying, but he cares a lot more about the control of the cue ball than he does about the speed. And I think that's a really good way to think about it. Again, coming up dry, and that's an ugly table. We're going to be here for a while. All right, let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yep, they're all there. James, thrilled to be making the decision here. Tough call. I immediately say solids. It really looks like solids is the best option. James is a 701. Mike D is a 669. We are having a pizza party for Mike D when he breaks 670. And I had the honor of commentating a match where we were almost certain that James DeVue was going to join the 700 club. It's a goal for a whole lot of these players. I think they say 720 is pro level. So James DeVue right on the cusp of that, and Mike D working towards it steadily. Okay, probably trying to draw into this 3 ball, make something happen. That's a pretty unfortunate roll. I'm really surprised he ended up with solids there. No, I'm not. That's what I was looking at. Solids were what he was going to be shooting. And I think he's trying to get underneath that 1 ball. Doesn't quite get there, but he's not too concerned. Just in talking with Mike as much as I have this week, I think he's going to take a look at that 11-9 combo. Not a lot of balls around there that are just fixing to break out. You can do something with whatever is there between the 10-13. We'll call it the 14 ball. The one on the left. Looks like Mike's probably playing safe here. So he's creating that ball now. Get behind there. Oh my gosh, so he almost drilled that bank. He doesn't want to make that ball. And I think James is going to make it for him here. It's a really smart shot. Good shooting, James. And Mike again is going to be looking for some kind of solution. So he wasn't looking at the 11-9 before because he knew he could create a breakout ball. Looks like he's going into the pack. Okay, created his breakout ball right there. And there's nothing pocketable from here. All right, let's see what James decides to do. Looks like he might be able to see the edge of that 7. And if he can, I mean, I guess theoretically he could cut combo into that 3 ball. I don't think he will. I think if he has the line to do it, he may try and go. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about that is it's bumping the balls back into the pack. I guess what he's looking at right now is just making sure Mike can't get out, tying up that 2 to the 9 ball. 15 still doesn't go. Mike kind of on the backside of all of his balls. I think you're going to see Mike play safe on the left-hand side of the table here. He doesn't really want to leave him working with that 1, though. Tying the 11 up on the 8. It's interesting to watch these players and the more advanced strategy that they play. I'm in the business of solving problems, not creating them, and that's probably why I lose more games. It's because these guys are making sure that their opponent is not going to be able to get out, or at least that the risk is not worth taking. Mike giving up ball in hand there, playing a really smart shot. He's kind of been working around that one ball hanging there the whole time, so he says, I'm gonna take care of that problem. James looking at how he wants to collide with these balls. The last thing he wants to do is get a double kiss on the 9 and have nothing move. So I think he was looking between the 9-2. How pretty is that? Come on, sugar. Didn't get great. It's there, but he still has to run around to get on the 4 or on the 2 ball. Yep. A little gesture of gah from him. Yeah, I mean, even running around 3 rails isn't very possible. You get the 11 or the 9 ball right in the way of coming over and back. I'm sure it's still doable, but yeah, I mean, getting between the 9-15 is tough. Getting this side of the 9 and still making it all the way over is tough. He wanted to be underneath that 15 ball, and he's left a great opportunity here for Mike. 15 ball still in a tough position. I think you're probably going to see another safety out of Mike. I don't think it's go time quite yet. But that being said, nope, I heard the call of safety. Hold up, he doesn't want to run out. So I think he hit that ball a little firmer than he wanted to. You brought me coffee? Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Jones. And he found my sweatshirt. I've been looking for that. Will you pass me that sweatshirt? I was seriously getting cold over here. Nice. Oh. We roll. There we go. Nope. Got it. Perfect. Yeah. Well, Rick's jumping in here in the booth. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Bad Boys TV, the bad boy himself, Rick Jones.
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm hiding. I have to go do a bunch of stuff here pretty quick.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad you're getting a little break. You can come hide up in the booth with me anytime.
Got a good little battle going here.
Yes, we do.
James Davies, a hell of a player.
He's a monster, man.
The mighty Mike D.
Yep.
Trying to put a little fight back in here.
Yeah, Mike just played a safe, and he just overrolled it. Yeah,
he
gave him too much room. So, yeah, this is James going up 5-3, and I think breaking. So, it's a huge advantage right now. Rick, do you want us to go back to single screen, or should we keep the double screen rolling? I tried to reach out to Jeremy, but I got Amy. I think you might end up needing 2 screens, but if it's easy to switch back and forth, I know a lot of people.
He doesn't have it set up for the. He didn't set up the other window for it. I'm not going to touch it because I don't want to blow it up.
I think that's a smart move.
But maybe in between this match, we'll get him to do the other thing.
Nice. Railbirds pumping out the post-production on these derby matches. Both you guys, both Railbirds and Bad Boys TV, releasing great content from Derby City. Super awesome to see that stuff coming out.
Is that Raw?
Raw's out there, yeah.
Yeah. I was going to do that damn Lady Gaga thing, Raw, but I don't know it, so I can't. It would have been funny if I could have done
stop
it.
You.
Yeah,
no,
I
for
can't
it.
do it.
Just give us what you remember.
I can't.
Give us.
No, it's not happening. I can't get drunk enough to sing, so.
Well, by God, we're going to try.
I am awesome in the car with the radio as loud as it goes.
By yourself?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I nail the notes then.
I'm a pretty solid.
As long as
shower
you can't
singer.
hear me, they're perfect.
It's off the table. And
This is huge.
And that's what I mean by
If Mike can get out and then come
and
with
be
his own
breaking.
break and run, we'd be 5-5 in a heartbeat.
Yep. That's huge. That's something I was talking about. James had been second ball breaking. He went back to the head ball, broke dry, and he's been hitting that second ball, but he hits the ball so hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to control that second ball break.
I know what you can do. Give me the mouse. Let's see if we can. Let's see. It's gonna be this one. I'm gonna so mess this all up. Just hold on, people. Relax. Calm down. All right, where's the other video capture? This one. How's that? Is that working for everybody okay? We'll just move this over a little bit more. How's that? Is that centered enough?
Yeah, that's centered enough, totally.
All right. Now let's go back. Yeah. Okay, I run tournaments. So when it comes to technical stuff, I am not the guy.
Well, and you run a heck of a tournament. This is a huge one, man.
Okay. Just try not to click on that and accidentally move it.
Deal.
Does that work okay, people? All right. That was pure accidental brain. Just kind of went, hey, you could do this. So I don't want to hear about it.
Well, nice accidental brain work there by Rick Jones. Getting back to single screen here.
Every once in a while.
Nailing it.
Just sometimes.
So you're running tournaments, and you guys have already started loadout.
Yeah, that's why I'm hiding. Because here in about a half hour, I'm going to have to go move pool tables.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, fork time. Sandwich. Oh, yeah.
So it's a good thing I paid Bob the other day, because we just sent him out spending money left and right.
Nice.
Now, if we don't reimburse him, he's going to have a cow.
Yours was 100 total, 75 for it, and I just threw 25 in gas.
Okay, we're back on.
And we're back. Chris Robbins right there saying hi. Bob, you want to say hi?
I'll get you in a minute.
Bye, hon. I just talked to her on the phone.
He's saying hi. He's saying bye.
Chris.
Brought me a sandwich.
I'm going to go eat.
Woo! Sandwich. Meanwhile, Mike D in a great position to get back in a good position in this match. Oh, hold up. Whew. Man, oh man. But, I mean, that was the ball that was going to be interesting to get on. He's going to come right back between this 1-3 to take the 15 on the side.
Looks like he's going forward. Maybe not. I can't tell from here. Oh, what the hell?
Oh, man.
That's going to hurt.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to hurt.
That's easy to happen.
That was a little weird.
Yeah,
well,
uncharacteristic for sure.
Mike has not defeated the TV table yet. I don't think, has he? I think I have. Maybe it's just Bad Boys TV.
I know he's done some winning on TV.
We did the commentating at the bar table, and he had a. Well, actually, I didn't do that one, so okay, that wasn't me. So I'm not taking the blame for that. But there are a couple matches.
That's really
funny. There are a couple matches he's had on. Unfortunately, it was like one time against Stan Tarango. And I don't know if he's won a match on Bad Boys TV. He might start bugging to not do it.
Yeah, at this level, I don't think it phases him too much. I think it's something that's in your mind. You want to perform well when your friends are watching, but I think you definitely want to perform well no matter what in this. But yeah, both these players, you definitely see James with an advantage. 32 points at this point is nothing to slouch, nothing to laugh about or take for granted or anything. There is a separation.
What's up, Mike Stock?
Yeah.
And
boy, by James Gilson.
Yeah, see, I so bad want to just download that Lady Gaga song just to play that one part, but then they'll shut off my monetizing, and looks like we're gonna need it here in the next month and a half.
So no team event. Any other word about other things getting canceled? Somebody was asking about a Texas tournament.
Well, my Texas tournament at the moment is still a go, so let's hope to turn this puppy around. Of course, my Texas tournament's not till almost the end of May.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Western BCA shut her down, and the APA up there, I don't know if they were going to shut down or not, but I had saw a post where they were like
APA
kind of pushing
a couple
hard.
Weeks after or a month
it's
after?
Like the week right after Western BCA, so
it seems crazy that they
I'm
set
not
up
taking the tables to them. We're shutting down. I'm not going to be responsible for people's lives over a pool tournament. You know, if the government's telling us the truth, we're gonna go home and try not to spread the bug.
I think that's really smart.
Yep.
Well, I think he rolled a little too far forward on this. It's still very doable. He's going to have to back cut that 4-ball. I think he's probably going to come around either 2 rails to take the 8 in the same
pocket,
or a third rail to take the in the upper right hand corner.
Yeah.
The reason I think the side is that he's kind of coming into the bad side. He's kind of coming into a sharper angle on the 8. So APA canceled today, they said.
Today, yeah. I made an announcement yesterday.
Oh.
I had talked to the guy that works with us to get them the tables, and I told him, look, we can't do it. I'm not going to move the tables up there. I just so 'tis what it is.
Man,
I feel for
times.
everybody. This is going to be really. Everybody just keep calm and no rail, no ball, no nothing. And he double fouled because all right, Mike D, you have to get out now. Yeah, it's just not worth it.
No,
you know, it's people can stand there and say it's just the flu, but I can't imagine all the billionaires shutting down over the flu, and I'm not going to risk it.
No,
I'm not going to be the only one out there.
No,
so.
No, sir.
All right, so.
All right, so looking like 9, 15, 14, and then 30.
If he saw me walk over here, he's going to run this out because he definitely does not want me to be picking on him for the next 10 years over this one match.
Well, I agree with that. And you know what Mike D's doing when he's not playing, or when he's playing? He's not working. So,
does he work? Yeah. I know. He was saying the same thing about you during the 9-ball.
Oh, I'm sure. I was. And do it fast. I felt it'll fix things. Oh, that's pretty funny. Shut it down. Nice out, Mike.
All right. Now break and run, and we got a ball game.
That's right. Let's see this go hill. Hiller. Thriller. I'll just wait on that.
Could be.
Dun, dun, dun. So what do we have planned for the rest of the day? We just got finals.
Kinda. I mean, I think there's some matches in between that are not finals. So
yeah. The only bummer about these guys playing on here now is that streaming the hot seat match might be.
Yeah, some of the hot seat matches we just can't get.
Oh, totally.
There's too many divisions. Well, we kind of got jacked on this virus thing. We were gonna I have another server, and we were gonna come over and set that up this morning, but because we have to load out, we're not supposed to be loading out, right? So we would have had an extra couple of bodies. We could have sat over here and we could have done both matches, but.
Roland, to answer your question about Alaska, get on CTS on demand and you can see all those brackets. I myself don't know any Alaska players.
He's just being lazy.
Yeah. There we go. I mean, that's the difference between these two racks. Again, a dry break.
That was a terrible break, though. I mean, no luck, right?
Yeah. That is very unfortunate.
Yeah. At least the only hope here is that they're clustered up.
Yeah.
You know.
Probably going to see James, if you're ever going to see him eager, you're probably going to see him now, knowing that, I mean, he just had a great
He knows he gave that last one away.
Yeah. To end this match and might creep him back in. It's scary. So you really want to get out of this rack.
I was surprised that it was like he shot that 4, and it was like he was trying to hold up to shoot the 8 in the side, and it's like, why?
I totally
I
agree.
like to let my stroke go on those and just go 2 rails. 3,
Something
even if you go 3, you still got to.
Yeah, still got
You
a
had all
shot.
4 pockets, right?
Yeah. And that's, man, the bar box is such a funny stroke, and yeah, you definitely think it's going to get there.
Well, you should get an OB Fusion then.
Man, I had so much
Wasn't
fun
that
playing
great?
with those cues yesterday. Wow.
I'm telling you, dude, that Fusion is like, it just like
Fusion's phenomenal.
if
The
I could
Phoenix was
if I could compare it to anything, so you know, like your best stroke, and you get this great English, right? Just add 10% with that Fusion. It's crazy how much English and action you get with that cue.
Oh yeah,
it's insane. I tell people that, and they're like, "Yeah, whatever."
no way.
But then when you go over and you shoot with it, it's like, wow.
James is like, what is going on here?
Yeah,
He's going to play safe
coming,
here.
Yeah. Whoa.
He was trying to nudge that ball.
Oh my God.
Well,
that's
is
a perfect
safe.
safety. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got him on the point. They're chuckling over there. I don't know what James said, but he is a pretty fabulously funny guy in a very, very dry sort of way.
Wow. I thought he was going to scratch for sure.
I can't believe that ball held up.
That's crazy.
Shoot it quick, Mike. Shoot it quick.
But yeah, so the Phoenix, my personal opinion is it feels like a Revo, only a little bit better. Just my opinion.
Yeah.
And the Fusion is
you're
like,
a wood player.
Yeah, but the Fusion is like, wow, it's got some zip and go. Good Lord, dude.
Apparently Rick's got a phone call.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not answering it. I don't want to talk to anybody.
If
you're not here to help me work.
Yeah. So 6 ball was the only ball he could really make contact with. Phone's ringing, dude. Thank you, Donnie.
That's my bad. It wasn't that loud, man. It was mostly my watch.
It was,
yeah. Get over it.
All right. Well, I mean, that might be all the room that James needs here.
<clears throat>
13 doesn't have a pocket. He's kind of taken some big swings at this, and it looks like he's doing that this time. And after Mike, made that early 8, that was a scary shot. Again, I don't think he was trying to take the 8 out of there. I think he was trying to make contact with one of those stripes.
Yeah, I think Chris would be, she should have came down. She could do some commentating.
And we'd love to have her.
We'll set up the other stream, and we can have her do other matches.
I thought Joel Peck was going to be coming down, man. I really thought that after that tournament in Portland, he was going to sneak down for a week, but everything just kind of turned around.
Well, I saw Paul
Marquez?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
Mal Parquez?
You're a very good translator.
I've been hanging out with you for a while. I don't know how you're forming words at all.
It's
pretty remarkable, all the things that you guys do.
Dude.
How's Bonnie holding up?
She's a little stressed out.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
Well, you got the sick mom at home too, so.
Yeah.
Not from this, but I mean, she's, she had a stroke about 5 years ago. She's definitely immune compromised. So we're like, okay, do we go home or do we self-quarantine somewhere else for a while?
Self-quarantine it is.
Yeah.
Well, James finally making contact with that stripe that he was hoping, but it just didn't pan out well. I mean, he's got a back cut. He's got a weird ticky shot on the 15 if he wants to take it. But I think overwhelmingly what he's got is a safe behind that one ball. And again, if he cuts this 9 ball right now, I think that's the first evidence of James getting a little bit eager. Wambra, what's up, man? Thank you for the shout out. Oh, man, look at that shot. To give himself a perfect line on that 15, that's huge.
Yeah, that was pretty.
And yeah, I mean, if
he
would have done my stupid shot and played safe behind the 1, I mean, Mike's on his own ball, so it's really easy for him to do something safe. That's right. The world is waiting for an excuse to quarantine me, and I think they may have that excuse.
What are you, the Sonny Yo? What is it?
Some of yo.
Some you?
I think
What is
that's
that?
true. I think that's me.
What is it?
It's
You have no idea what it is.
It's like some and it's yo. What's up, some?
You're gonna have to explain that. Wombra.
I think
Wombra always comes up with crazy stuff.
Holy cow.
I think this is
that,
it.
I mean, that back cut on that 9-ball won him this game. That's huge. It won him this set.
Yeah.
James DeVee closing the window, saying, not letting you back in, Mike D. What a match. Holy cow. Northwest Pool, James DeVee taking the hot seat and headed to the finals. That's huge. Or sorry, headed to the hot seat match.
Chinook Winds is closed until the end of the month. Wow.
Yep. Man, oh man.
Yeah.
That's right. We're all hoping to see Mike D come from the bottom, come back and beat James.
Yep, true story.
James, congratulations to you.
Stick around. We might have a match right back up.
That's for sure. Thank you guys for tuning in. Summerfield Habner, Rick Jones, Bad Boys TV, 2020 CSI Expo. Thank y'all for tuning in. We will be posting more content sometime soon. Don't go away.